Welcome back to the KrisCross Corner Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Canty, and we have Christopher Bird here folding the dishes again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We might have another sad story from his relationship life, but it's
No,
all
no, no.
right.
Not this one. Not this time.
Not in
Not
this one. All right.
oh,
So,
no.
all
I got good stories.
right. Shout out to all the members of the KrisCross Corner Podcast Facebook group. Join the group. This tier list will definitely be one of the things we'll talk about in the Facebook group. We're going to be talking about Cedar Point and what it means to us.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of people living in Detroit or the Metro Detroit area, Cedar Point
Or the
is
Midwest.
this is it's a Detroit podcast. So I'm saying, if you live in
True.
Detroit, Metro Detroit, Cedar Point is a perennial vacation. Every year we're going to go
Mm-hmm.
to Cedar Point. So even if
Every
you don't
year.
do anything, even if you don't ride no rides, you're going to go to Cedar Point just to be with your friends. So these are some of the rides. They're not all the rides, but we're going to rank these rides that are in the tier list for this week. And if you are not watching on YouTube, please go to YouTube right now, click subscribe so you can watch us do the tier list instead of listening on just on the podcast. And if you are listening on the podcast, go to anchor.fm/KrisCrossCorner slash support to give your monthly donation or to give a one-time donation. You can just give once or you can give monthly. Thank you for your support. The payment link is in the description below. Now,
Wait. Where is it again, Chris?
the payment link is in the description below. So if you want to pay for us to keep this Zoom alive, because it almost got shut off yesterday, to please,
Mm-hmm.
it to pay that money on the Anchor app. Or get the Anchor app. Go to your app store, iOS, Apple Store, or go to the Google Play Store and get Anchor app. Type in KrisCross Corner, plus subscribe, and then listen to the podcast for free. Now, let's talk about Cedar Point real quick. I worked for Cedar Point 2013 and the 2014 season. It was amazing. I loved it. I worked in rides, the ride operators, and I worked in Area 2, which if anybody doesn't know what Area 2 is, it's basically Valraven, Power
Mm-hmm.
Tower,
Yep.
Dragster, Millennium Force, Magnum. Magnum's the last
Yep.
big ride in Area 2.
Yep.
Corkscrew is in Area 2. What else? Matterhorn is in there as well.
Yep.
And I believe I
I
believe
think I
I
see.
I believe an Iron Dragon and Rougarou are also in.
Oh yeah. Because I want to say fudge. Yeah, that's about right.
I think that's
So I want
all.
to say like from Witch's Wheel back, that's all Area 3.
Yeah. No, Witches was no longer there.
Thank God.
Yeah, I mean, thank God, but it's like, dang, it's gone. Because
No, it was like
I liked Witches Will, but not three times in a row with Dominique. I just didn't want to do it.
it's a one and done for me. That's it. That's it.
In the daytime, because at nighttime it's a wrap.
Eh, oh, it's a snack. It's a snack, right? Especially if you have food beforehand. Oh,
Oh
that thing
man.
coming up. That thing coming all the way up.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of all the way up, we got you at the top. We got amazing, good, average, bad, trash, and then at the bottom we have a special tier. What the fuck? What the fuck were they thinking when they made this ride? Like what the fuck?
This may have to be a great debate as first when it came to these tier lists. As far as we have a what the fuck category.
We did.
Because usually like it's just usually just types of trash, but the fact that see the point. This comes to show you have to be special to have a what the fuck category. Because there have been
Mm-hmm.
some rides over the years to where we are like, what the fuck is they doing?
Like, how?
Like no, like forget how, why?
And kids were smiling on these rides. I almost cried.
Yeah, I was crying. I cry when I see fast lane prices on 4th of July.
Oh Lord.
You mean to tell me I can't get my credit search? What am I getting this shit?
Fast lanes at Cedar Point on
Man,
4th of
look,
July. Like you can see who are the haves and the have-nots on that day.
You're right. That's the real haves and have
Actually,
nots.
the last time I went there, I was a half because I paid for 3 fast lane pluses that day.
Oh, you're balling.
However, the year before,
Oh,
I went the 4th of July weekend, not on the 4th of July. It was I was waiting in line.
mm-hmm. It's okay.
I
It's
was
all
like,
right.
hey, I want to be in this shit.
I mean, fuck this shit, man.
Fuck the sun. Fuck these people.
Getting burned.
I paid $25 parking to stand in this fucking shit. Anyway, we're gonna talk about these rides. We're gonna talk about roller coaster. There are roller coasters and there's some flat rides on here. So
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about all of them. So first one is Blue Streak, which is the big blue roller coaster along the shore as soon as you come in Cedar Point. So
I want to say this is the oldest ride at the park.
mm-hmm.
And trust me, it looks like it's the oldest ride at the park.
It does, but it don't feel like it when you get on it.
Hell no. I was like, oh shit.
Those bunny hills at the end are amazing too.
Mm-hmm.
Better than some people's bunny hills, but we'll get to that right later.
Damn.
Blue Streak is if I was going to Cedar Point with someone new who's never been to Cedar Point and doesn't like roller coasters or never has been on a roller coaster,
It's a good place to start them off.
This would be the one to start them off.
Yeah, just they're like warm them up a little bit.
This is definitely a warm up coaster. I would say it's an average coaster. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's not bad at all. It's a really smooth ride. The drop, I think, is only like 50 feet or 60 feet, something like that. Something stupid like that.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not high at all.
Right. Don't feel high.
It doesn't. But that drop, that drop is something else.
Oh shit! Like, whoa,
unlike another ride we're going to talk about later too. But
right.
Blue Streak belongs in average. It's an average ride.
I agree.
Next one, we're going to go to one of my personal favorites in the kiddie areas. We have Woodstock Express. Now, I have a story about Woodstock Express. Now, I was in line. I was working at Cedar Point. I was on a split shift. A split shift is when you work 8 to 1, and then you come back and work 6 to 10 or 6 to 11, whatever it was. Yeah. So on my split shift from 1 to 6, I was just riding rides at the park. So from 1 to 6, I was like, I'm gonna ride every ride here at Cedar Point, even the rides I've never rode before. So one of those rides was Woodstock Express. Now there was a line for Woodstock Express. This was a Friday afternoon. So there's a whole bunch of kids in line for Woodstock Express. I went into the line. I got to the front. They were like, "But mommy, I want to be in the front car." I was like, "I'm in the front car. You can wait for the next one." And the kids started crying.
That's literally what happened.
And then every time, and because it's a small ride, it goes around twice. So every time I went past the platform, I gave the kid a raspberry. I was like, "You can't be in the front car." The kid was crying. His mom was like, "That's a little bit much, huh?" I was like, "No, it's not. I got in the front car first. You can wait." And I have evidence to prove it that I was on the car having a good time.
I'm sure you do.
It was a great experience. But Woodstock Express going in bad.
Yes,
it's a bit, compared to all these other rides on the list. It's the weakest.
You gave that nice eloquent soliloquy, and then he's like, "Okay, it's going to bad."
It's a bad ride.
It's like you.
It's a bad ride.
It is. I ain't gonna lie.
Speaking of bad rides, if you get on, we're gonna get to that in a second. But it's I want to say it's a bad ride. It's one of the smallest rides in the park,
and I want to say the shortest. Wait, no, not short.
No, there's another one shorter than that.
Yeah,
which I couldn't get on because I was too damn tall.
But this, well, I wish I had that problem. Anyways, this is well,
actually, you could probably get on a Junior Gemini. You probably could. They'd be like, "All right, Chris, bro, you can come on. Christopher Canty, you can't come on." I was like, "Shit." Then I got to be consoled on the side with ice cream, not you, Chris. Because usually you'd be excluded from like Millennium Force,
Hey,
Dragster,
I get on Millennium.
Magnum, Maverick.
Oh
If
my
still
lord!
Vengeance, you might fall out the car.
Shoot, I may not even make it on past the drop.
You just see some random person just fly out. Oh, that's Chris Bird. Told him them shoes wouldn't help him. Anyway,
Jesus Christ, man.
speaking of crappy rides,
Oh,
okay, I won't say it's a crappy ride. I would say it's a great concept.
it beats you up,
It's a great concept, but the physics involved.
man. Man, it just beats you up.
It was like, yeah, this is a great idea, but the people, the science people, were like, you know what, this sucks. And every time you ride this ride,
You feel it.
you would agree it
You,
sucks.
you feel it.
Especially the first drop doesn't. You don't really feel anything. It's the spirals. It's
The
like
corkscrews.
it's the corkscrews. Like I was like,
ow.
I get off the ride. I'm like, they were like, want to go again? I was like, get me off
Hell
this
no.
ride. Unlock my seatbelt.
I'm like, my back hurt, my neck hurt, everything.
My back.
My knee, my hip, everything. It just rocks you around and shit. And I'm like, bro, like, come on, man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing the what the fuck category back. This is definitely going in the what the fuck category.
Rightfully deserved. Rightfully deserved.
Now,
Whew.
this ride,
Oh,
next
boy.
ride we're about to talk about, I have a personal vendetta with.
I got a personal vendetta with.
Because were you with me when we went on this ride?
Yes, I was.
We were too damn tall and
Damn.
too damn big to be on this ride.
Man, look, you
Remember they had to pull the seatbelt. The whole car has to be like has the seatbelts down
the whole
for this thing to go down. So the little white lady was like, "Everybody pull down." I was like, "I can't. We can't." And then she comes back and says, "Okay, fold your legs." I was like, "How are we gonna fold our legs?"
Right.
Like KrisCross applesauce on a roller coaster. Like, how are we gonna do this?
On a small ass ride. Shoot, we could have went over. We could have got on the skateboard ride over where the Snoopy ride is.
Not what was that, pipe scream?
Yes.
We got on that. That's a fun ride too.
People sleep on that ride though.
I hate pipe scream so much. I get dizzy so quickly.
I get more dizzy off of Witch's Wheel than pipe scream.
Witch's Wheel not bad because you're stationary, but it just moves up and down. Pipe scream, you're just doing this and it's waving and it's waving as you're spinning. You're like, oh shit. I'm like, ah! And you just at the custard like a few blocks away.
More like
custard stream. More like it is 2 steps away, ain't it? It's right behind Dragster.
Right there.
Yeah.
They laid out so strategically.
I want some ice cream. Let's get a pipe screen.
Let's
throw up $15 for 2 scoops of ice cream. Like, what the fuck?
Especially for Dippin' Dots.
And then you want to add toppings?
For another $5 each.
I remember my first time in that custard station. I was getting all this custard, dip on all the toppings on, and then there was like, all right, put it on the weight. I was like, wait. I put that sucker on, boy. It was like $20.
God damn!
It was $20. I was like, okay, take 3 scoops off.
More than 10, they take like 3.5 scoops off. Shit.
I was like, I didn't know. I didn't know. I just saw ice cream and I went crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. That custard be good though. I ain't gonna lie.
It is good.
That should be hit. I ain't gonna lie.
And it's right next to the Coca-Cola Freestyle.
Ooh. My ride,
bro. It's a weak ride.
It is.
But you got to have the right people on the ride with you to make it fun.
I agree. I agree with that.
It's that ride, and when it was at Cedar Point, Wildcat. Remember Wildcat, the little small ride? We had to put all the heavy people in the front so you could go faster and bump into the other car in front of you.
Damn.
It was fun as hell.
I forgot about that ride.
So my ride is going to go in bad. I would say bad. I wouldn't say trash because it's not a trash ride. It's actually one of the more fun rides in Cedar.
I agree.
Fun rides.
Now, speaking of fun rides.
No, speaking of sleeper rides.
Yes.
Speaking of rides that you don't expect to be extreme. Gemini is one of those rides.
There's that one drop that like 1 to 2 cars go, and if you know, there's that one part to where if you like stick your head up like an inch higher, like you feel like that you're gonna get like decapitated.
The cutter,
the cutter, and we ain't talking about the RKO either.
That's during the ride. I'm talking about that first drop when it was built. When it was built, Gemini was the tallest ride in the world, and it had the steepest drop in the world. And you can definitely tell when you get on that ride.
Gemini came out in
78.
Damn.
It was the tallest and steepest ride in the world. Not in the US, in the world.
Damn. That's wild.
It says steepest. I was like, it ain't steep. When you get up that first hill, you see that drop, you're like, yeah, it's steep. But the thing about Gemini is one train goes before the other. So it's like, there they go. We're fucking next.
Right. And then you're like, hey man, we're gonna get there first. And then like you got like the blue train, the red train, they're like, yeah. They're like, hey, what's up, bro?
Then you reach over to your friend on the other side.
They're like, hey.
The last time I went, they were only doing one train. I was like, what the fuck is this? This ain't Gemini.
It killed the whole ride.
It's killing the vibe.
Killed the vibes, everything, man. Gemini's a good ride.
Gemini is good.
It's a good ride.
I would say amazing, but I don't know. I'd say good. I'd say good. I would say good.
Speaking of amazing,
I don't think this is amazing.
Oh, I'm going to disagree with you on that, brother.
No, Maverick is a top 3 ride at the park. Maverick is God tier.
That's even better. I agree. It is God tier.
Not only is the regular line long,
the
fast lane line is long.
But
I remember getting a fast lane. I remember waiting 45 minutes in fast lane plus, bro.
That's I remember when I got on this ride when it first came out, which was 2007, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
The wait
before fast lane. This before fast lane. It was like 3 hours.
Yeah. When did they start implementing fast lane, anyways?
I don't know. You gotta fact check it.
Yeah. Let me look this up. But anyways,
I remember when fast lane first came out. I was like, why does niggas get to go first?
I swear, man. And the one thing I like about Maverick, see, like it ain't no slow hail to the to the top. As soon as that shit going, you boom, you just gone. You gone.
Yeah. So yeah, Maverick is one of those rides. Like every time you go to Cedar Point, you have to get on this ride.
Exactly.
Or else your trip is unsuccessful.
That's where everybody. Let's see. Okay, so that's when they did it. Okay, so this is something that I did not know.
What?
So Cedar Fair as a whole introduced fast lane first at Kings Island, which is in Cincinnati, about 3 hours away from Sandusky, Ohio, in 2011.
So 2011. Okay, that makes sense.
And it was made available to all Cedar Fair amusement parks in the 2012 season.
That makes more sense because I remember in 2013 they just started doing it at Cedar Point.
Yeah,
or a year after that.
Because like in Cedar Fair, obviously you got Cedar Point, Kings Island. For us in Michigan, Michigan Adventure, and then you got Kings Dominion in Virginia. I want to say Morgan's. Wait, that's her. Wait, no, not Morgan. Huh?
Morganstown.
Yeah,
Morganstown, Virginia. You got Canada's Wonderland. You got Carowinds. You got Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah,
and a plethora of many more, like Valley Fair in Minnesota. You have a lot more.
A lot.
And that's actually why it's called Cedar Fair, because Cedar, the actual company bought Valley Fair, so that's why it's called Cedar Fair.
Mm-hmm. Interesting history when you actually look at it.
Very interesting. Speaking of interesting, Max Air.
I got a personal story with this one.
Flat rides are amazing at Cedar Point. Not only do you get to go high in the air with this one, you're actually spinning as well.
Mm-hmm.
But what's your story, Christopher Bird, with Max Air? Because I want to hear this.
All right, so the year that I was working at Cedar Point, which would have been 2014, 24, no, 15. I'm tripping. Yeah, 2015. Yeah, that's right. Because I was in my, all right, it was in college. Yeah, so 15. Yeah, it's 15 because I started working at Jimmy John's in that September. So that works out. I was working in area 2, over in the over in the game section, like right over. Well, I was working right in front of Max Air. I remember there was one day I was working like one of the games, and I was looking at Max Air, and that guy is my witness. I'm looking up, and I see something falling from the sky. Now it didn't look big; it looked kind of small. And then when I heard it, it just went like, and just like shattered to a bazillion pieces. So apparently somebody's iPhone has slipped out of someone's pocket inside of Max Air, which number one, there's lockers that's literally right there, right by Wicked Twister. Just put your stuff there, like please.
No, there's lockers
In
front of your seat.
Literally, it's right there in front of the seat. Just put it there, please. And then I remember like I was playing the suck, and then I was like, and then that was like, and I was like, oh, I think somebody just dropped an iPhone. I don't know who, but it ain't mine.
Yeah, working there with man, you see a lot of drop cell phones though.
Yeah, and not only that, but I saw a lot of people throw up after getting off of Max Air because literally the food court was right there.
Right there, yeah.
Max Air was right there, and you had Gatekeeper right there. And what would everybody do? They would go to the food court, they would eat over there, they would go to Max Air, they would get on it, and then they'll go right to those little bushes, and then they'll throw it there, throw it all up.
Or Troika. And, remember right Troika with spitting? And
I forgot.
They go on that shit too.
Man, they were just oof, Lord.
I see someone throw up after bumper cars.
Really?
You know how you put them in different directions, you spin?
Oh yeah.
Some kids will do that like the whole time for bumper cars. They get off and throw up chunks.
But yeah, like I saw a lot of people blowing up chunks at Max Air. But as a ride, it is lit.
It's
especially
lit.
Especially we go like, whoa.
I remember Mark said he went on Max Air. You know how they put you in the ride and you get like 3 clicks? Mark only had 1 click. He looked at me. Like, oh, man, he said, Mark, no, he looked at me. He was like, is this right? I was like, we're going to find out once we get to the top.
Well, it must have been because he lived to tell the story.
And hey, and the ride went too, so we good.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was like, click, 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 click. I was like, click, 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 click. His was like, click.
Oh, my God. It
was too funny. So Max is going to go on amazing.
I agree.
Next, also a top 3 ride at the park, Millennium Force.
If not the ride at the park.
Second best ride now.
Yeah, Max came out. Yeah, Max came out in 2005.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely second best now. Millennium Force, it's definitely second best. I can't dispute it.
Well, we hear most people talk about Cedar Point traditionally, like the casual folks. It's Millennium.
No, the casual folks now say Steel Vengeance. Steel Vengeance, that new shit. Steel Vengeance. I thought I was everything with Millennium Force. When I first rode Steel Vengeance, I said, okay, every time I come to this park, this is the ride right here. I'm gonna park right next to the roller coaster too.
Mm-hmm. Right next to it.
Like fuck Millennium. Fuck.
The reason why with Steel Vengeance, like when you get to the top, you can probably see your car from there.
You could. Damn near could.
Mm-hmm.
That. But Millennium Force, that first drop is just legendary.
That first drop is insane. But then you got that slow climb to the top. That slow climb.
It's actually pretty fast.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell myself again. I don't know if you remember this.
Hold on. There is a slow ride to the top, but we'll get to that ride in a second, in like a few rides.
I don't know if you remember this. There was a time it was you, me, and it was a couple of my other buddies that we were there, and we all got on Millennium, right? And it was my first time getting on it.
That was funny.
I remember.
Go ahead.
And I was like, I'm like, guys, I don't know about this one. I don't know.
He was scared as a mug. He was scared as a mug. He was like, that can't turn back. Because once you get to the platform, you stuck.
Mm-hmm.
There's that one trap door before you get to the platform to get out.
Thank God we didn't get stuck. Thank God we didn't get stuck at the top that day. Cause man, if you get stuck at the top of Millennium and you're looking at that drop, you're like, oh Lord, what the fuck am I gonna do now?
You're looking down like, okay.
You're like, oh, so that's like eerie. Oh.
That's Detroit. I'm fine.
Yep.
That was a good time.
Great ride. That
Oh.
came out in 2000, actually.
Yep, 2000. Actually, I worked on that ride for like 3 months. So that's pretty fun.
Nice.
Now, this is the ride I was assigned to in 2014. Power Tower. Gotta hate Power Tower so much.
Man,
I used to like going on Power Tower, but once you work Power Tower for a year, it's like
you get sick
fuck
of it.
This ride. There's a green side where you go up slowly and then get dropped from 240 feet. And then there's the red side where you get shot up 240 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer both. However, if I perform the most, I'd rather be shot up just because
that's fair.
It's way more fun. And if you want a thrill, if you want to get scared, then go on the green side. Go real slow. And go up the side where you're looking at the roller coaster so you can like picture yourself on that roller coaster. That's half the size of Dragster that you're going up, for a reference.
Mm-hmm.
Just give or take a few feet, but that's half of Dragster, and you're being dropped from that. Now imagine getting on Dragster, which is another 240 feet.
Wait. What ride are you talking
about? Power Tower.
Oh, yeah.
Going up Power Tower, the green one, if you go up slowly and look up, that's half of Dragster, basically.
Which is nuts.
It's crazy. You're super high. Dragster's another 200 feet up.
And you're like, oh my Jesus.
You're like you just sitting there with your feet dangling. I was like, what the fuck did I get sent to?
Like, and now that with the one to where you like go to the very top and you don't know when to drop.
I know. When you work there, you know.
And then you can be talking to somebody, be like, hey man, how did they go? He's like, oh!
Hey man, so I was like, oh!
And then on the one with the street going, oh!
No, the red one, I don't know when it's gonna go up because that's like it has to have the right pressure balance. The one on the green side, that's just time. It's like 5, 4, click.
Right.
Oh man, it's a good ride. I won't say it's amazing. It's a good ride.
It is.
All right, here we go. Here's most of everybody's favorite. Actually, this is probably many people's first ride at Cedar Point. Raptor.
Oh yeah, because it's like right there.
It's first when you come in.
Mm-hmm.
People think Gatekeeper's the first ride, but you got to walk like all the way to the beach to get to the entrance.
Yeah, you got.
It's like, but Raptor's like right there. You walk in there, you see Starbucks.
You basically got to
carousel.
If you basically want to get to like Gatekeeper, you basically got to go towards near where Johnny Rockets is, and then make a right, and then just keep going straight.
Right, you got to go all the way in, then turn
all the way in
to get to the beach, to get to Gatekeeper. But Raptor, you walk in, you see the carousel, you see the hot dogs, and you're like, oh, there's a roller coaster.
And then you see that delicious bakery that's over there. Lord Jesus, man, I miss that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh wait, that Famous Dave's over there too. Yeah.
Famous Dave's is over there, off the beach.
Yeah.
No, off the marina actually, not the beach.
But Raptor, you're talking about a ride that if you kind of gotten out of the Mine ride, the Blue Streak stay, but now you want to actually get like to the actual roller coasters. This is a really good one to start at. Really good one. That first drop is like,
that's not nothing. I want to say the drop is the scariest part.
Huh?
I want to say the drop is the scariest part.
I wouldn't say it either, but like try getting on Raptor front.
That one part in Raptor.
Oh shit!
No, when they put you upside down, and as you're coming through the loop, they will invert you. As you're coming through the loop, the most unnecessary part of any ride. I was like, "Oh, this is cool!" Oh, that was I had to pull my Chris Tucker voice out. That was unnecessary. God damn. As you go through another inversion, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Those inversions. Hey, I'm telling you, if you, because like I would tell people like, okay, this is the part right here. This is where it switches, and then this is where that inverted. Like, oh shit!
Like, oh, it's a rough ride now because it's so old, but
it is.
It came out like 94.
Out in
94. Wait, 1994.
Damn.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
The first ride with I think 6 inversions. The first ride to go with 6 inversions.
Yeah, and I always get it. I always get kind of weird when I think about this, but like I was working that day at Cedar Point when the guy actually died crossing the unrestricted zone at Raptor because he lost his damn phone.
Yeah. Let's not
Which
talk
was the
about that.
yeah, but that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's
I would
literally
say
all.
it's God tier. Raptors God tier.
Yeah, it's really good. Speaking of another ride that's God tier, aka
I
the
wouldn't say Rougarou's God tier.
okay, I'll say it's amazing.
I wouldn't say it's amazing.
Oh, Kris Canty.
For a person who's both rode Mantis and Rougarou, both of the rides, just because of the way the track is built, it's a very smooth ride. People think that on Rougarou, like the first drop, your stomach's gonna drop. It doesn't drop. You're just in for the ride. You're just
It's a
there.
it's a very. I was
It's
very
an
surprised
easy
with how
ride.
smooth. It's so smooth, especially
You
when
can.
that's the first ride I got on when I was in the front row, and I didn't really feel that crazy about it because like the basically Rugu what it is, the Rougarou is basically the Mantis, but you're standing up. That's basically what it is,
You
and they
mean
just change the
you?
pages.
Don't you mean sitting down?
Yeah, sitting down. Excuse me, the Mantis, but sitting down.
It is.
Um,
That's all it is.
yeah, but
But
it's
you never
honestly
feel. You don't feel anything on that
yeah,
ride. That's why I
it's
say
like
it's not even amazing. It's not even got to.
right, but it's a really good ride.
Even on a crowded day, the line is only probably 30 minutes max.
That's about right because
It's
everybody's
not
like,
like Mantis when Mantis was about to close. When on a very crowded day, bro, that thing was a
that's
good 3 hours, which
at
was
least
like 1996 numbers.
literally
Like all the queues were filled, not like just the one queue or
nah,
two queue.
like everything.
All of them. I remember back when Millennium Forces, all their queues were filled, and there was a line going outside past the ticket check. I was like,
And
God damn.
at that point, you might as well not even like try to get on
On
it. You
that
might,
point, I'm going to Panda Express. I'm gonna walk over there, give me a nice dinner, stay over there, chill out for about 2 hours.
and then you go over there, and then it's like, hey, guess what? Instead of a 3 hour wait, it's a 2 hour wait.
That's better for me. I mean, when you think about when you go to Cedar Point, you stay there all day, so you might as well be in there for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Rougarou is going in. It's going in good.
It's a good run.
It's a good ride. It's not average at all. I mean, for the average person who doesn't go on roller coasters all the time, it'll be a little nerve wracking to go on. I understand that, but if you could get on Blue Streak and survive that, you can get on Rougarou because you don't feel anything.
You really don't. Smooth ride.
Now, if you've graduated from Rougarou
Man, look.
and you're not afraid of heights, and you're not afraid of cord snapping and hitting you in the legs and giving you uh giving you
Man.
burns and injuries for years to come.
You kind of my business right now, Kris.
Uh
Kind of my business right now, brother.
Skyhawk. First of all, when this ride first opened, I was terrified to get on it because it looks so scary.
Like you got the swing.
Mm-hmm.
It just swings. And
but
like
it went so high.
it went so high, and then like you're like looking straight at the ground, and I
at
swear,
concrete.
and I swear, like, and like here's the thing, there ain't no padding, and like if whenever they like make sure that you're safe and secure, I swear, is it just me, or does it feel like that it's not like fully down, or like you feel like something's gonna pop up, and then you
Oh
just
yeah,
go,
you feel the
oh
airtime. Yeah,
yeah,
you feel the airtime.
like,
When
oh
it goes
shit,
all the way up,
oh
you no, when you go up, but you're looking at the sky. When it goes all the way up, you can feel you about to go that way instead of backwards. You're like, oh shit.
you know what? The funny thing, I felt that more so about Windseeker over the Skyhawk. Because
I'm feeling
Windseeker,
it. Windseeker?
no. Here's why. Windseeker, I feel like I'm gonna end up one of three ways. I'm gonna end up in Hotel Breakers,
You know, just land on top, like, oh, that's nice.
right? Like at the park, at the beach. I'm gonna end up near Wicked Twister. If a cord to snap off and shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Be like, ah! And then you gotta do the Mission
Not
Impossible.
Windseeker. Windseeker is probably the weakest ride Cedar Fair's ever made. Because they put it at every Cedar Fair park.
You know, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. I'm not.
I get on and I'm like, this is just a Ferris wheel in the sky.
It's basically what it is. Except you're actually like,
But it's very windy up there. It's very windy. And don't get on at like twilight, like right when it's like
oh no,
dusk, like right when it, because that's when the waves are like the highest.
and
And
you're
then
like,
waves look super scary at night. You'd be like, oh shit.
and you're like, Jesus. But Skyhawk's all right.
Skyhawk's good.
It's all right.
It's a good ride. I don't want to say it's amazing. Speaking of amazing,
Oof.
I can't justify putting this in God's tier.
I can't either because of what we now know.
I
And
mean,
all
not now, no, but not in hindsight. But I've worked on this ride.
and
I've
all and
test rode this ride.
I seen somebody get their collarbone torn off from this ride.
Yeah, because they didn't keep their heads down. But
Sit down, lean back, and hold on.
hold on. That's hold on. Don't put
Like,
your hands in the air.
right.
Hold on. You're going to go 0 to 120 in 3 seconds.
Literally.
You need to hold on. Don't put your hands in the air because guess what? They're gonna go back and they're gonna break your collarbone. Anyway, I do it all the time. I put my hands up anyway. They're like 1, 2, 3. I was like, ah!
I'm like, quick!
I have my hands up the entire ride. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, we're gonna die, and then we die, but it's all right.
Damn.
So Top Thrill Dragster is the tallest ride at the park, obviously 420 feet,
which is crazy. But there's I want to say King the Kai and where is it?
New Jersey. Is that Six Flags Great America?
And I think
Great Adventure.
Yeah, I want to say I think that's like 450.
No, 456.
Oh wow!
But when Top Thrill Dragster was built, it was the tallest roller coaster in the world until King the Kai, of course, in 2005. And it was also the fastest roller coaster in the world until the Formula Rossa roller coaster was built in Dubai at Ferrari World. How fast is the fastest roller coaster? It's super fast. It's stupid fast.
Like how?
Like 150 maybe.
God damn!
It's a Ferrari. It's Ferrari World, so you gotta go fast. They give you like special glasses so you don't get sand in your eyes. It's hilarious.
Dang, I didn't know about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look it up, bro. If I go to Dubai, we're going to Ferrari World.
Anyways,
we're going to Ferrari World. We're going to Ferrari World.
I don't want to die.
You're not gonna die. You're gonna be in a roller coaster. You're gonna be strapped in.
Okay, that's fair.
Speaking of being strapped in, I got a story about this ride.
Oh God,
Valravn. I would say if Jeff Bezos had $20 million to just waste, he was spending on Valravn because that's what Cedar Fair did. They just wasted money on this ride. It's a waste of money. It's the steepest dive coaster in the world.
Yeah,
but I don't really care because the ride sucks.
Yeah, I can't lie. It kind of do. I can't even lie.
And then it's just like Gatekeeper. They have those restraints that grip your thighs.
They grip the hell out of them.
And then at the end of the ride, there's 3 more trains in front of you to get to the platform. So while you're sitting there, your legs are falling asleep. I think my legs turned white one time. Okay. I'm mad at this ride. Now, once you get there, they're like, how was your ride? I'm like, yeah. Then they say, step off. I can't. My legs are dead.
My leg.
My back.
But let me just say this. If I had a song to describe Valravn, I'm locked up, they won't let me out because they literally like the hell out you.
No. If I had a ride for this, I would say fuck you by CeeLo Green.
Jesus Christ.
First of all, they say we have lockers at the top of the platform. Guess what those lockers are for? When you get to the top of the platform, they're not lockers. They're shoe things. You just put your shoes in. If you have a wallet, they're not gonna let you put your wallet in there with your shoes.
They're not. Which means if you lose your wallet, you're fucked.
I'm like, I'm not gonna pay $3 for a locker for a wallet if I could just put it in my shoe and put my shoes away.
Exactly.
It's you dumb motherfuckers.
Damn.
That's why I don't fucking work there anymore because stupid rules. What the fuck, Valravn?
Damn. Tell them how you really feel, son.
Tell them how I really feel. Why the fuck are you gonna get rid of Wicked Twister? You dumb Cracker Jacks.
Yeah, Wicked Twister was that.
It was that ride. It was amazing.
That first one, you're like, oh, and then you're like,
okay, oh. I'm giving it too much credit. I'm putting it in good.
I'm about to say, I'm about to say, hold up now.
I can't put that with Top Thrill Dragster. That's blasphemous.
That's too generous.
That's way too generous. But But Wicked Twister was amazing. That was one of my favorite rides growing up. But my shoulders got too big. My belly also got bigger. I couldn't get on it no more.
Oh,
So, but
well,
I always like to watch it though.
it was from my lesson.
Speaking of that, Junior Gemini was changed to Wilderness Run. It just changed the name. So this is the ride that Christopher Burr can only get on because he's the shortest one of all of us. So I'm gonna put it in what the fuck.
I agree. That one necessary.
I mean, it's for the kids. I would say it's for the kids. It's not for adults like us. I mean, let's specify. It's for adults over 5 feet, Kris. Gatekeeper. That first ride when you first look at Cedar Point coming in the entrance, the keyholes looking over like, oh shit, let's get it. Let's go. Cedar Point.
Now this is a smooth ride.
Very smooth.
It's incredible. It's like
very smooth.
It's like almost too smooth. Like you almost feel like, oh, there's a ride you can get on it like 2 or 3 times in it, like if you're there at a day. Which number one, why would you do that? And number two,
you have to.
Well, yeah, but like it's a smooth ride. Like you don't feel anything. You don't feel like you're like knocking all over the place. Whoever designed it, they made it very
B&M
very smooth.
Wait, what? It's B&M, B&M. That's the manufacturer for that ride.
Yeah.
The same people who made Rougarou / Mantis, same people who made Raptor. Yeah, they made Gatekeeper.
Yeah,
and Valraven. Valraven, they made Valraven too.
And I want to say Gatekeeper came out in 2014. No, 13. Yep, 13. Yep.
That was the first year I was there. I was like, I'm going there. I'm working with Gatekeeper. They put me at fucking Millennium Force. I don't want to walk all the way back there.
That from the ladies and gentlemen, I don't think y'all understand. If you worked at Cedar Point, if you ever been to Cedar Point, from the front gate when you enter in, from there to Millennium Force,
it's a mile.
It's a good 15 minutes.
It's a mile, Kris.
Just walking, and not only that, but forget if you got to go all the way to Maverick. That's basically like another like.
I feel sorry for those people who have to work at Maverick.
I feel sorry for those if they're like working near Maverick and then they go, or if they're working at Millennium and then they got a speed walk over to where the employee eatery was and such, and then you got, and then you got like
that's not that far though. That's not far.
Yeah, but like if you consider going over there, you're standing in line, you get the food, you pay for it, and then you sit down, you try to scarf it all down, and then you got a race back over.
It's not that far though. It's not that far though. From Millennium Force's platform to the eateries, it wasn't that far. It was farther than Power Tower because you have to walk, and then you don't want the train to stop you because it's behind the train. Remember, you got to walk across the train tracks to get to there.
That train that train alone will hold you for like a good 3 minutes.
The things will go down,
and then you be running.
Like, I'll be like, the train way back there. I'm walking across. They just,
and you know what? They don't never say anything.
Yeah, they do. They be like, stop. I'll be like,
I'm like, what?
I'll be like, nigga, please.
But
Gatekeeper.
I don't.
If I had a choice between Raptor and Gatekeeper, I would get on Raptor.
Raptor,
personally.
Yeah.
It's not one of my favorite rides in the park. If Gatekeeper, last time I went, Gatekeeper was closed, and I was like, we ain't missing nothing.
You're not.
So just because of that, it's an amazing ride. It's not God tier. It can't be God tier.
I would say. Now, this ride is a sleeper ride at the park.
A sleeper? Yeah, because you be sleep on it.
No. It's a slept on ride.
No, yeah, because you be sleeping on it. I slept on it once. This ride is that boring. Except that one part when they swing you in the mist. I woke up on that part. I was like, oh shit. There was one time I went to Cedar Point, me and my friend Aaron Leclerc. Shout out to Aaron Leclerc. We went on, and then there was no one in the park. So we went on like 7 times in a row. Just going back, staying in the same car, just going round and round and round. That was fun.
Yeah. I
However, going in trash.
what?
Going in trash. Iron Dragon is the worst ride. Okay, there's starter rides. No, there's starter rides like Blue Streak, and then there's Iron Dragon at the bottom.
I would. Oh man, man, that's
When it
cold,
comes to
dog.
thrills, Iron Dragon has zero thrills.
I mean, yeah, but like if you're building somebody up for for the bigger rides and such, eventually, the gatekeepers, the Raptors of the world and such. If you're going from like Blue Streak, if you're building like that foundation, you do like Blue Streak.
No, you won't.
Then
No, Iron Dragon is a foundation ride. If you look at this tier list, I have it below Creek My Ride.
damn,
And Creek My Ride is pretty scary at night. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I
I'm a
can't.
ride warrior. And me crying quick when your legs are crossed, crisscross applesauce, and you scratching like this, and you had nothing but your man's shoulder to hold you in.
Nothing.
That
And
one
yeah,
drop on that one drop, the one little slight drop on Mind
and
Ride at night will kill you.
and and if you had somebody sitting right there next to you on my ride, then you like, hey brother, hey man, look, yeah, I'm gonna need you to hold on to me now. Like, hold on to her, brother.
Because there's no drop until like 2 minutes into the ride at Creek My Ride. We're just sitting there like,
Nothing.
we're just like, oh, this is boring. They're like, oh shit.
Now I'm gonna say this about this next ride.
Hold on. We gotta make some adjustments. Since
What?
we're gonna put Woodstock Express in trash. Just because I don't want to say that Woodstock Express is better than Iron Dragon.
My man, my man.
I get on Iron Dragon before I get on Woodstock Express.
And that's saying something.
There's no
What the
fast lane. There's no fast lane for Iron Dragon. So on a hot day in July, I'm not getting
you
on Iron
can
Dragon.
if it's
Fuck
like a
it.
high line, you can get on Iron Dragon in about 15 minutes.
No,
If
you
that.
can't. Iron Dragon, you get on at 45. Especially if Dragster's closed.
True.
If Millennium shuts down for a good 30 minutes, everybody's going to Iron Dragon just kill time.
Or 3 hours.
I mean, yeah. That means everybody's gonna be. I've been in that line, and I sat in there for like a good hour, looking at the damn catfish in the little pond next to the walkway.
And them boys be never moving too.
They'd be like, "Someone will drop some food in this bitch."
Mm.
I dropped the Cheeto in there. That thing grabbed it so quick. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Not his next ride, Kris. As you know, this is
Okay,
this
hold
is
on. Let me fix my mic for this because I need to talk about this. Go ahead.
what, now, Kris. As you know, this is one of my personal favorite rides at the park. As you know,
Personal favorites.
yes,
This ride.
yes,
This ride right here. We're just
yes,
Magnum XL 200.
yes, yes.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
This ride, no, is one of those rides. It's just a fun ride. Now, for me, in my case, every time I get on it, I be like, "Hey, quick, hey, put your hands up," and such. When you're going to the very top. Now I'm gonna say this: if you that first drop, it may not look like much when you're looking down, when you're looking up. But if you're looking down, that shit is steep. You're like, oh
What
shit.
you mean? That's a huge drop. When you're looking at it from
I
the platform, it looks like a huge drop.
know what I'm saying. Like, like the view, if you're looking at it, just don't do it justice. Like, if you're on it, you're like, oh shit, that's a steep
No,
drop.
when you're in the platform, it looks like it could kill you.
No, what it looks like it kills that, like, once you go from that steep drop down, right to get to that little metal part, and if you still got your hands up, you're like, oh like okay, then
Yeah, you do. Before that, what happens before, Kris? Before the drop, what happens before that?
Oh, you're like going all the way up.
Yeah, what happens?
What does happen?
How long does it take to get from the platform to the top of that damn hill?
It takes like damn near 2 or 3 minutes just to get.
I went through a whole season of Smallville before I went to the top of that hill. It was like clink. It's a chain link lift hill, so it's super slow. It's like clink, 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 clink.
That junk is super duper slow.
And we're like sitting there like, yeah. So
you can play a song in there. You can listen to a song.
You can play a good game of Uno before you get to the top of that hill.
But then when you get to that time, that junk is worth it. So, but this is a ride that
I'd be like, so you at the top of the hill, you're like, Uno.
Mm-hmm. But I ain't gonna lie, but this is a ride for me. Magnum is one of my favorites. Built in '89,
It
It's the
was
state
actually the tallest ride in the world when it was built.
when it was built. And crazy to believe that Millennium came 11 years after
Mm-hmm.
this ride,
Yep.
but it stood the test of time. If for whatever reason, if Millennium's closed, a lot of people would migrate to what either whether it's Magnum or Steel Vengeance or
No
other
one
rides.
migrates to Magnum. Stop it.
But for me, I'm putting this ride as amazing. For me personally, I'm doing that. I'm doing that.
Christopher Bird. That
For,
was
for
that was very cute. That was very cute.
you about to kill
Now
me
for the
later.
people who actually study rides, go on
Oh,
rides a million times, and
oh,
know how these rides feel.
I'm
When
on this.
the
It
people,
beat you up.
the same people who made Corkscrew made this ride, Arrow Manufacturing, and you
Man,
can tell that they
this
made this ride. This ride, if you're not careful or strap yourself in properly, will break your back. It will
everything.
break your back in 7 pieces. You might come off in a wheelchair. You just might. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Be like, I broke my back. And we're
Now,
final.
let's go through the process of this ride. You're in line, you're waiting. It's hot as hell. Then you have to go through the queues, which are also hot as hell. Then you get to the platform, which is the most chaotic platform in the entire park. Okay. The most chaotic. You don't know which line you're in. If there's a whole platform for you, you're like, oh shit, I think I'm in the front. I don't know if I'm in the front. Then you get there, you're like, oh shit, I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
But the front car is always the crowded part. So I usually don't get in that line because I'm not waiting 20 minutes when I'm on the platform. And I can just get on right here. But when you get on the platform, you see that first hill. And then your eyes gaze off to that second hill, which is even worse. First hill, 45 seconds to get 45 to about 46 seconds to get to the top. Then when you're looking over the top, you're looking over Soak City, you're looking over the other stuff that's offered at Cedar Point. You're looking over the Lake Erie and stuff. You go down, you've hit that first drop, like Kris said. You're like, oh shit. Then you go over that second hill. Then you're like, oh snap. Then you go through the first tunnel, which if your hands are up, your hands might not be there when you come out the tunnel. So keep your hands down.
Have to.
Then when you get to the shoelace part of the ride, you feel like you're gonna fall out, the motherfucker.
You ain't lying.
Okay. Airtime and turning. Okay, you feel like the thing's gonna come off the track. People are waiting in anticipation for my next part.
Oh.
Let's get to the part where I come in. The
Um,
last 4 bunny hills of this ride, if you are not properly secure with your seatbelt on tight,
man, look.
you will fly
Your
out your
eyes.
seat.
Your eyes is like, wait.
But they're not like Blue Streaks hills, like them things are like triangles, like this, Kris.
You are flying straight
like,
into
boom, boom, boom. In tunnels. You're not doing it outside. You're doing it in tunnels. No. So it feels like you're about to hit the top of the damn tunnel. You're like boom, 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 boom. And then you're like boom. And then the last one's a huge drop, like boom, like ow. And then it takes you into the platform. Then they're like, how's your ride? Like, what the how is my ride?
I'm beat up.
You get on this motherfucker. Damn.
That ride beat you up though, man.
But I like it. I ride it anyway. So I ride it anyway. I would say it's amazing. I would say it's amazing too.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like this ride, it beats the hell out of you. But it's way better than Corkscrew.
Anything beats Corkscrew. It's in the what the fuck category. So we already know what time it is.
Oh Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Jesus.
I had some Mountain Dew. It's coming up now. Ladies and gentlemen.
No wonder.
Steel Vengeance. If you haven't been to the park since 2018 or before 2018, you have, if you rode a Mean Streak, which is one of the greatest rides ever made in the world.
Yes.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to the best ride in the world.
But damn, did that beat you up?
It beats you up if you didn't know how to ride it right. You have to lean forward the entire ride.
No, I guess I was doing it wrong then. Every time I get up, I'd be like, bro, my knee, my back, my ankles,
You
my
gotta lean. You gotta lean forward like this. You gotta act like you're like a shopping buggy at Costco with the two
yes.
with the two shopping the two seats. All right. I preferred the blue one when Costco had the two colors. Remember the two color carts? They have the blue one and the red one.
I remember that.
Remember that? But anyway, still Vengeance is the best ride in the park by far. There's no contesting it. If you've never rode, if you only think that Millennium Force is great and you haven't been there in so long, please go this year or next year. Halloween is coming up, so you can ride it then, which is probably gonna be more scarier, more fun. But please go and go get on Still Vengeance. I went on my first time. I've only been on twice in my life. I went on in 2018 when it was built. I tried to get on twice after that. They said I was too fat. And I know I wasn't too fat because I rode on it literally 30 minutes before. So it was amazing. And I went on in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing ride. It'll flip. It'll first is an RMC coaster. So it will flip you upside down. It inverts. It twists you around. There's a steeper drop. And it's also almost the same amount of time as Mean Streak, which is almost 2 minutes. So it's a long ride.
It is.
And it's all fun. Twisted turns, inversions, flips you upside down.
Everything.
Fast. It's you can hear screaming. They also have metal detectors in the queues, which is also weird and new. But hey, safety first.
Yeah, but Main Street was just one of those rides to where like it's like a super fun ride. Well, it was like you had to go there all the way to the very, 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 very back of the park for it. But Still Vengeance, it's worth it.
Still Vengeance, I will run.
It's worth it.
I will run.
Is for the longest time, Millennium Force was the ride at Cedar Point.
The ride. It still is the ride.
It's a close. It's a number two.
You gotta every time you go to Cedar Point, you have to get on it.
Got to.
Like these God tier rides are the rides you have to get on when you go.
Right. Like if you get on nothing else, get on these 4 rides.
Right. So recap, we're gonna talk about. Let's talk about the what the fuck category. What the fuck? Why the fuck did they make these rides? We have Corkscrew. Next we have Val Raven.
Oh my god.
Next we have Wilderness Run.
Hey,
if you're gonna crown their ass, then crown their ass. Anyway, in the trash we have Iron Dragon. You know what? For Christopher Bird, I'm gonna put it in bad. Just for Christopher Bird.
Okay.
It's not the same as I can't do that to Iron Dragon. It's not the same as Woodstock Express.
Exactly.
However, it is a trash ride. Trash would be Woodstock Express. Bad would be Iron Dragon and the Cedar Creek Mine Ride. Average, the only one in average, Blue Streak.
Yeah. Got show some love for the OG.
Right, we have to. And then you have the ones for the big guys, the big boys. Mm-hmm. You have Good. You have Gemini. You have Power Tower. You have Rougarou. You have Skyhawk and Wicked Twister, which Wicked Twister will no longer be at the park anymore. Rest in peace to Wicked Twister. They are making a new pavilion there with a new roller coaster and new restaurants. So stay tuned for that in the 2023 season.
That's a good little location for that, anyways.
Because over there's literally nothing except for a Windseeker and the Interested Gatekeeper.
Windseeker
and the Big Wheel. And no, they're moving the Big Wheel too.
What's that? The 3-point shoot,
yeah. That's the one I went on. I went there and I missed so much. They gave me one of those bricks, the little stuffed bricks.
Oh my god!
No, because I was hitting it. I was hitting the rim, but it was like bounce and it went out. Like it was gonna go in, but it bounced. You know, like the Kawhi Leonard bounce.
Yeah.
Every time I did that. I was like, boom, boom, boom. I was like, he's like, congratulations, you get a brick. I was like, really though? Really though?
I swear, man.
Anyway, then we have amazing rides. Top Thrill Dragster, which might be gone next year. Cross your fingers. Let's hope it doesn't go away.
I what they would build over there if they were to take it away.
They say they're going to make a 500-foot roller coaster, which I could see them making a 500-foot roller coaster.
Hey, why not?
Because it's Cedar Point.
Why not overtake Kingda Kai? Why not?
Yeah. It better not be the same design, though. It better be something different that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Max Air. Christopher's favorite ride, Magnum XL 200, which will kill you.
It's one of them.
It will kill you if you're not careful.
It's like number like 4 or 5 for me.
That's too high. That's way too high. Especially that last part alone. That last part alone brings it down. I'm like, shit. You have to ride it at night too. You can't ride it in the daytime, because if you ride it in the daytime, you can see everything happen. You need to see it. You need to ride it when you don't see anything.
Yeah. Oh shit.
You're like, oh, and then that last bump, oh shit. How was your ride? It was horrible. God damn it. Man, we all got to go to Cedar Point one day, man. Y'all got to experience this with me on the ride. I will make it funny.
You really do, though.
Like, oh, shit. And I know where the camera is on that ride, too. So I'll make the funniest face, too. I'm like, ow. I did that when I bought the picture. I got to find it because I did it when I was working there. The picture, I was like this on the ride. I was like, ow, my back.
Oh, my God.
And then we have a gatekeeper in Amazing, which is kind of high in my taste. But then we have the rides that you have to get on when you go to Cedar Point. These are the ones you have to get on. God tier. You got Raptor, 1994, 6 inversions, tallest roller coaster, tallest, steepest inverted roller coaster in the world when it came out. Then you have Maverick, 2007. It's red. It's in the back. That's all I got. 2 launches. Not one launch, but 2 launches.
2.
That tunnel launch is legendary. I'm just saying. Now, at night, not in the daytime.
I agree.
Millennium Force, built in 1999, opened in 2000. Clearly the best ride in the park for 18 years until Still Ventures came out. 2018. RMC roller coaster. I'm gonna say GMC. RMC roller coaster flips you upside down. What the hell?
They really do.
My favorite ride in the park. Actually, all 4 of those that I got to are 4 of my favorite rides. If you don't ride any of these 4 rides on your trip to Cedar Point, your trip is unsuccessful. Boo-hoo. Nah. Sorry, not sorry. And that's been another edition of the KrisCross Quarter Podcast. Thank you, Christopher Bird, for folding those dishes. Talking about Cedar Point. It's been a long time since we worked there. And I'm going in a few weeks. So I'll be riding all these rides except for Wicked Twister because it's not there no more. And Dragster because they closed it for the 2022 season. So I'll be riding everything else except for Wilderness Run. Because I'm too damn tall. So anyway, stay safe, social distance. Because monkeypox is out here, y'all. It's killing people, making people look ugly. And be nice to each other. Or be nice to each other.